Hey everyone, in today's video I am going to talk about threesome sex and how to make this happen. So this video is for you if you've been fantasizing about having a threesome and figuring out a way to make this a reality. Or maybe you've had a threesome and it did not go well and you're trying to figure out how you can make it better the next time around. I am Céline Remy, the Intimacy Angel, and I am here to help you bring your sexy back in life. So the first thing to be aware of is that sexual energy is a magnifier. And what I mean by that is that anything that has not yet been resolved in your relationship, anything at all gets magnified. But that also means that the good things get magnified. So the love can increase, but as the resentments also can increase, or things that are not really going on well. So you need to be aware of that, and you need to make sure that before you have sex with somebody else, you need to make sure that your relationship is in a good place and that you have no unresolved issues. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people doing is they're thinking, well, if we just have a threesome, maybe it will fix things or will bring a little bit of the zing back into the relationship. But that's often not the case. It most of the time makes things so much more complicated and tangled in not a good way. For most people, having a threesome is like a big step, and sometimes they feel a little bit uncomfortable or nervous, and they're thinking, well, I'll just drink a little something or smoke a little something if that's legal where you live, so that I can unwind and relax. My piece of advice to you is to be sober at all time. When you are altered, even if it's just a little bit, you are not fully present to what is going on, and you can't be giving you consent at every given time, and you're taking a big chance on regretting something later. So I know that it could be nice to just have a glass of wine so you could relax, but find other ways to de-stress. Maybe do something fun first, or laugh, share something, a moment of intimacy with the people you're going to be even more intimate with before, so you don't need to use any substance to alter your perception of your reality. So first you need to be very clear on why you want to do this. Are you having a threesome because you've always been curious and you're a woman, you might be bisexual or bisexual and you want to explore that? Are you doing a threesome because your partner wants to have sex with two women? And a threesome does not just mean one guy, two women. It could be one woman, two men, whatever combination that is. So get clear on you why and understand why you're doing it. Is it to please somebody else or is it to please yourself? If you're doing it mostly for somebody else, it's never a good reason. It's something that you need to be on board with. Now, take baby steps. You don't have to go all the way right away. Maybe it's about sharing a sensual moment with other people. Maybe it's about just starting to be naked and talking about fantasies or scenarios. Or maybe it's about really having full-on sex, whatever that looks like. Don't force yourself to go faster than you are ready for. Before anything ever gets started, make sure that you are tested for STIs, any sexually transmitted infections that could happen, and that you ask everyone who is involved about their test results and their safe sex protocol, because it's very important. If you're going to mix fluids with other people, you need to make sure that you're doing this in a safe, proper way for everyone involved. And you want to talk about boundaries, and this is really important. There might be areas of your body that you don't want to have touched, you don't want to have explored, or maybe you are in multiple relationships and there are things that you only do with a certain partner. Never break an agreement in the heat of the moment. Always respect whatever previous agreements you have with your existing relationships. I don't care how hot the moment is. If you have promised to only be sensual or do just oral and no penetration, do not change your mind without checking in with your partner. Okay, so now that we have all of these things out of the way, you have talked about all unresolved issues and you're clear on your boundaries and protocols and safe sex and your reasons why, then it's time to have some fun. And remember that it is about making an experience that's fun and pleasurable. So just be present. It's okay to be changing your mind, and it's okay to be curious and adventurous and just try things and then be like, that wasn't exactly what I thought it would be. Let's switch things around, or let's try this position. And here's the thing, when you have like 2 other people and you're into a threesome, there's a lot of hands, legs, and body parts, and sometimes it's like weird positions that happen or moment, and sometimes you just gotta laugh about it and just figure out the logistics. But it's important to stay present at all time. If something comes up, maybe watching your partner going down on somebody else might be a lot like a trigger. So just say to pause things and reconnect. If you need to be reassured or to be included, don't just sit there like a wallflower. Like, give voice to your concern and say, hey guys, let's pause for a second. I'm having resistance, or I'm not sure what to do. I don't know how to include myself. I'm watching you having fun and I don't know what to do. So make sure you voice things up when they come up, and also share when things feel good and ask for things that feel really good. Ask for more of it. And I think something that's really overlooked is to do what I call like a debriefing after your threesome, which is really nice when you've had this yummy exchange and maybe you're all snuggling and cuddling on the bed and thinking about what just happened, rather than like having this like awkward moment of like, okay, it happened, let's just all go shower and never talk to each other. Like, find a way to create a beautiful, safe container where you all get to be together and share your highlights about the experience, and maybe any lowlights, anything that came up for you that could have been in the way of the experience. And that's one way to bond really deeply afterwards and remove all of this awkwardness that could have happened. I mean, ultimately, you should choose somebody that will add to your relationship. And sometimes it's a little bit difficult to find that perfect unicorn, somebody who's willing to love the 2 of you and just be that third person to add to your relationship. But you need to feel that it is a win-win-win for everybody involved. So remember to stay connected to yourself, to voice things up when they come up, and to just try things and be willing to have a lot of fun and even fail, but communicate throughout, because it will make things go much smoother. Alright, I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumb up and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next video.